What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy JP back at it again with another video on the Bird Alert channel. I got a special guest with me today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name's Hassiel, JP's best friend.
Yeah, we've been friends for a minute since high school in 9th grade.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a mock draft video today. We're gonna do picks 1 through 15. So let's get straight into it. You got anything else to say?
No, let's get started, man.
All right, let's get into it. So with the number 1 pick, we got the Cincinnati Bengals, and I have him taking Joe Burrow out of LSU. I mean, the kid speaks for himself. Won the Heisman last year. He won the state championship. He's 7 touchdowns and a half versus Oklahoma. Those things right there just speaks for themselves. The only reason he wouldn't go number 1 is if he wanted to pull a Eli Manning and not play for that team. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think he wants to play for the Bengals, and I think he will be the pick here, and that's pretty much a lock from here on out.
Yeah, I also have them taking Joe Burrow. I feel like it's a great fit for them. A fresh new start. They'll move on from Andy Dalton. New head coach, new system. I feel like he would be a great fit. He showed up some great numbers. His senior year with LSU took him to the state championship. Like you mentioned, Heisman Trophy winner. So I feel like he's the best quarterback in the draft, and why not take him with the number 1 pick?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much everyone agrees with that pick right there. All right, so with the number 2 pick, we got the Washington Redskins. And I have him taking Chase Young, the kid out of Ohio State. I mean, he's just the player here to get. He's the best defensive player in the draft. I mean, he's very good off the edge. Might be a little better than Nick Bosa. He's very athletic. That's just my personal opinion. And I think he's going to be the pick here. And that's pretty much a lock as well. Who do you got them going?
Yeah, I definitely have them taking Chase Young with the number 2 pick. I feel like he's a great fit for the team, especially with Juan Rivera going over there. He is a defensive minded coach. So I feel like he's a great fit for them. He will definitely add to that pretty good defensive line that they had. I don't think he might be better than the Bosa brothers. I could be wrong. A lot of people were saying that he's really good because of the defensive line Ohio State has, which will probably generate a lot of first-round picks in the upcoming drafts. But I definitely think he's a great fit, and he's definitely one of the best pass rushers in this draft.
Going on with the number 3 pick, we got the Detroit Lions. Now I've been taking Jeffrey Okudah. I mean, as you guys all know, they just lost Darius Slay, so corner is probably their biggest need right now. And what better player to take than Jeffrey Okudah, a lockdown corner? I mean, he's going to come out straight from the draft and be a guy like a Marlon Humphrey, a guy like a Pat Pete, and a Richard Sherman, one of these top-tier guys that just come out and be really one of the best corners from the gate. And I think Jeffrey Okudah is going to be the pick here, and it's pretty much a lock, I feel like, for that pick as well.
Yeah, I definitely also have them taking Jeffrey Okudah. He is one of the best corners in this draft, and it looks like that's going to be their position of need for the Lions. Like you mentioned, they did get rid of one of their best corners, and this kid just he could ball.
Yeah,
and we saw that in the combine as well as on his tape.
Going on to number 4. We got the New York Giants, and I have him taking Jedrick Wills out of Alabama. He did play right tackle for Alabama. I mean, he's covering the blind side for a left-handed quarterback like Tua Tagovailoa. And I just think that he's the most polished tackle coming out of this draft. He's very good. He has really good footwork. He has a nice job of keeping his feet towards the line of scrimmage and not towards his player. Sometimes when players do that, they kind of let up the inside and they get beat in the inside. He is very good at not getting beat in the inside or the outside. He's a very athletic guy, and I just think he's the most polished, and he's the best tackle in this draft class.
Yeah, and this is always where we disagree in our mock drafts. I have them taking Isaiah Simmons. I feel like he's definitely a good pick for them. They do need to work on their defense. Their defense hasn't been as good as in the past years. Every time they go to the Super Bowl, they always have a strong defense, and I feel like by adding him into that defense, it would definitely generate some more wins. But that's why I have the Giants taking at number 4.
Going on to number 5, we got the Miami Dolphins. Pretty obvious choice here. They got him taking Tua Tagovailoa out of Alabama. I mean, he's really such a good player. If it wasn't for his injury concerns, he might be up in the air for the number 1 draft pick. I mean, a lot of people had him going number 1 a few months back earlier in the draft process. But I do think this is going to be a great fit for the Dolphins. I mean, they definitely improved this offseason. I don't think they're going to have a chance to get a Trevor Lawrence or a Justin Fields next year drafts. So I definitely think they should take their quarterback here with Tua. I mean, he's a very good player when he's healthy. The question is he going to be healthy, and is he going to be still the same player when he gets back from that neck injury?
Yeah, I definitely feel like they will take Tua. He's the second best quarterback in the draft. Due to the injuries, he probably could have been number one if he wouldn't have gotten hurt. I feel like he's a great fit for them because you saw in free agency they were shopping for multiple players, so they definitely want to win this season. And I feel like he gives them the chance to do so. They probably won't start him off early. They'll probably have Fitz magic, work some magic for the first few games, and then they'll probably throw him in just so that he could heal properly from those injuries.
Yeah, it definitely could happen. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be ready day one. If he does, I do definitely think he's going to start over Fitzmagic. But like you said, if he's not ready, you could definitely have a guy like Fitzmagic come in there and work his magic. Going on to the number 6 pick, we got the Los Angeles Chargers. And I have him taking Justin Herbert, the quarterback out of Oregon. He's a very good player, 6'6". He's a big guy, stands in the pocket, can really let the ball rip. He could also have some running ability, so he can go to the edge. I mean, run out of the pocket and, extend the plays and even get some more yards scrambling. So he's going to be a very good player for them. And I think the Los Angeles Chargers desperately need a quarterback. I don't think Tyrod Taylor is the answer. So they're going to go ahead and pick up the kid from Oregon, Justin Herbert. Who do you got them taking?
Yeah, no, definitely. I have them taking Justin Herbert with the 6th round pick. They like the kid. They saw him in the Reese's Bowl. He balled out in the Reese's Bowl. He also had a pretty good combine. And I feel like they like him so much that they didn't pursue Tom Brady or any other quarterbacks in free agency. I feel like they're waiting to draft him with their 6th round pick. Definitely will be a great new start for them, especially since they got rid of Phillip Rivers. So I have them taking Justin Herbert with the 6th round pick.
Going on to the number 7th pick, we got the Carolina Panthers, and I have them taking Isaiah Simmons. As you guys all know, Luke Kuechly is not on the team no more. He retired. Isaiah Simmons is going to step right into that team and really build up that defense. He's going to really be a leader for that defense. He's a very versatile player. You can either have him play middle linebacker. Some people say you can even have him as an edge. He could even play slot corner. And as everyone knows, he could also play safety as well. I mean, so he's going to be very versatile right there on that defense. You could really move him around, be that captain of the team, and he's going to really be a solidified piece for that Carolina defense.
Yeah, definitely. I like that pick. However, I already had Isaiah Simmons going earlier in my draft. I have them taking a defensive player as well, Derek Brown from Alabama. I feel like he's one of the best defensive tackles in the draft, and I feel like he could add some help to that defense for the Panthers.
Going on to the number 8 pick.
Let's go.
The pick you guys all been waiting for, the Arizona Cardinals. And I have them taking a tackle. I know they just got Marcus Gilbert back to a 1-year deal, but I have him taking Mekhi Becton, the tackle out of Louisville. He's my 2nd highest graded tackle in this draft. He's a very big guy, 6'7", nearly 360 pounds. I mean, you guys all saw that 40-yard dash, a 5'1", absolutely crazy for a guy of his size. He's a very athletic guy. You turn on the tape, the dude absolutely mauls the people in front of him. He's a very powerful guy. He completely sometimes takes his defender out of the play. That's what a lot of guys need in your offensive line. So a guy like Mekhi Becton, he's a little bit raw. I mean, he might need to clean up his footwork, his technique a little bit. I mean, his initial arm push isn't that the best. He needs to work on his punch. But, I mean, he's a very good player. An offensive line coach will be a dream for Mekhi Becton. Like a Sean Kugler. He could really build him up. So I think he's going to be a great pick right here for the number 8 spot.
Yeah, I also have our Cards going tackle with the number 8 pick. However, I have them taking Jedarick Willis, which is one of the best tackles in this draft. The kid from Alabama. I like him going to the Cardinals. I know they just signed Marcus Gilbert, like my boy said in his video. However, I feel like he was just more like a depth player, just in case someone does get hurt. Marcus Gilbert has been hurt for pretty much all his career, so I feel like the Cardinals definitely need to go tackle and protect Kyler Murray so he could throw to DeAndre Hopkins and my boy Fitz.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played a full season since 2015, so I mean that's been quite a while. He's a very injury-prone player. You really can't trust him playing the entire season. So I think you got to get a tackle here. Going on to the number 9th pick, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I have them taking Derek Brown, inside defensive lineman out of Auburn. You can play him at defensive tackle. You can play him as a 3-4 defensive end. You can kind of mix him up in there. And I have the Jaguars taking him. He's going to be a very good player. I don't have him as high as other teams do or other people do. I think he's kind of like doesn't have enough production in order for me to be very comfortable with him as being a top 10 pick. But I mean, he's a very talented player, and I think that he's going to be very good at the next level, right there at number 9.
Yeah, I can see that happening, especially since they lost Calais Campbell. However, I am gonna have to disagree with you. I have them fixing their offense and going with the wide receiver CeeDee Lamb from Oklahoma. He's a fast, speedy receiver, great hands. He was definitely a playmaker for Oklahoma. I feel like he would be a playmaker for the Jaguars, especially with their rookie quarterback in Minshew. It looks like they're moving forward with him since they traded Nick Foles to the Bears. So I definitely feel like adding another receiver to their offense will help him develop. So I have them taking CeeDee Lamb from Oklahoma.
Moving on to the number 10th pick, we got the Cleveland Browns. I have them taking a tackle. I mean, I know they just signed Jack Conklin, but they still need another tackle on the opposite side. I have them taking Andrew Thomas, my 3rd highest graded tackle in this draft. He's a very polished player. He's a very good run blocker. I mean, he has really good technique, and I think he's going to be a perfect fit up right there, protecting Baker Mayfield. You guys all saw last year they had the new addition in Odell Beckham, and they had Jarvis Landry, as well as David Njoku. So I mean, but you didn't really have time to throw the ball to them, and you needed tackles. You need to protect Baker Mayfield. He didn't have much time to throw the ball. You got.
Yeah, I have them with my number 10th pick, taking Grant Dilpit. I have them fixing up their defense. They have put a lot of money into their offense, so I feel like in the draft they'll probably decide to go defense, and they do need some safety help. He's one of the best safeties in this draft, so I feel like they will take him number 10th. I do agree they can take a tackle. However, it looks like they might be playing a lot of 2 tight end sets. Since they just signed Austin Hooper from the Falcons.
Yeah, the new coach likes to play the 2 tight end
sets.
sets.
So I definitely feel like they probably won't go tackle. They signed a tackle in free agency, so why not fix the defense? I feel like Grant Dilpit would be a great fit for them, and he's one of the best safeties in this draft.
Going on to the number 11th pick, we got the New York Jets, and I have them going CeeDee Lamb, receiver out of Oklahoma. He's probably the best receiver in this draft class, right up there with Jerry Jeudy. And I think that the Jets definitely need a receiver after losing Robbie Anderson. I mean, Sam Darnold needs a target to throw to. What better more than a guy like CeeDee Lamb? You can go in there. You can really be a true number 1 receiver. He's very similar to a guy like a DeAndre Hopkins or Larry Fitzgerald as well. And he's going to be fit right in there perfect really well.
Yeah, so with the 11th pick, I have the Jets taking Mekhi Becton. Like you mentioned, his combine with that 5'1", 40, he definitely brought his name out there, especially with the edge rushers in the NFL right now. They're fast, speedy guys. I feel like he would be a great fit, and they helps them protect their young quarterback, which struggles when they bring in the blitz. You heard him say when the Patriots were blitzing the heck out of the Jets, he said, "I was seeing ghosts." So they definitely need to add to their offensive line, give him some protection so that he could be better at reading the defenses out there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you could say that him seeing ghosts, having that kind of paranoia of not having a great offensive line could cause a lot of interceptions that Sam Darnold threw last season. Going on to the number 12th pick, we got the Las Vegas Raiders, and I have him taking Jerry Jeudy, receiver out of Alabama. I mean, he's really the best route runner in this draft class by far. He really has elite route running ability, and I think that he's going to be really good for this Las Vegas team. I mean, if you guys know, they lost their receiver Amari Cooper a couple years back to the Cowboys, and I just think that he's going to be a great fit. I mean, Derek Carr didn't have a lot of players to throw to, and a guy like him with his separation that he creates, he's going to be very nice. He's also great after the catch. I mean, his juking ability is really incredible. He really makes people look silly in the tape, and I think he'll continue to do that in the next level.
Yeah, I also have him with the 12th pick, taking Jerry Jeudy. He's one of the top receivers in this draft. It's close between him and CeeDee Lamb. I like how he plays. He's definitely good with running after the catch. He adds a great fit to the Raiders. They do need a receiver after they got rid of Amari Cooper for a first-round pick. And why not go receiver if he's available at the 12th?
Moving on to the number 13th pick, we got the San Francisco 49ers, and I have them taking a receiver here, Henry Ruggs, the third. As you guys know, they just traded up from the they traded up to the 13th spot. They traded DeForest Buckner to the Colts, and they got retained the 13th pick. And that's going to be a great position of need with Henry Ruggs. I mean, he's a really fast guy. He's really speedy. Like you said, he ran a 4.27, and he will definitely be a great pickup here. You know, they just lost Emmanuel Sanders, so they definitely need a receiver to go along with Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, I also have them taking Henry Ruggs the third with their 13th round pick. I feel like he adds great value to their offensive scheme. They do like to run a lot of receiver sweeps, jet sweeps. So I feel like with his speed, he could definitely be a great asset to them. And I'm kind of scared for our Cardinals because if they get him, he's a speedy guy. He could break up in the outside, and we're going to have a heyday with them.
Moving on to the 14th spot, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady's new team, and I have them taking Tristan Wirfs, tackle out of Iowa. I mean, you need to protect Tom Brady. He's your just newly acquired player. He's 43 years of age, so he's getting up there in age. You got to protect him. He can't be taking too much hits. What better than a guy like Tristan Wirfs, a really athletic guy. He's a bit raw, but has a lot of potential as well, like Mekhi Becton. And I just think he's going to be a great player, and it's a very big position of need for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They can't be getting hit all the time. Jameis Winston was getting hit a lot last year, so we definitely need more time with Tom Brady. Who do you got going?
Yeah, I also have them taking Tristan Wirfs, the offensive tackle. I feel like he would be a great fit for the team, especially since, like you mentioned, they added Tom Brady, an aging quarterback. He doesn't have too much mobility, so you need to protect him in the pocket where he works best. And he has some great receivers. If you give him that time, he will definitely be able to get some wins for Tampa. I feel like this is a great fit for them at 14th if he's available. So tackle is definitely their need.
And moving on to the last pick of this video, we got the Denver Broncos at 15. I have them taking a big position of need. I mean, we all know they lost Aqib Talib, so I have them taking C.J. Henderson, corner out of Florida, a big 6'1", lengthy, a great cornerback. I have him as my highest rated corner in this draft class. I mean, he's definitely going to go in and replace Aqib Talib. It's going to be a smooth transition and probably going to be their best corner coming on to the next year if they do select a guy like C.J. Anderson.
Yeah, so for my 15th pick, I have them taking a receiver. I have them taking Justin Jefferson. He's a good wide receiver in this draft. Speedy guy. Put up some great numbers for LSU. I feel like they do need to give some help to their rookie quarterback, Drew Lock, who took over for them last season. I feel like he definitely needs some assets on offense. They did sign Melvin Gordon, and they also had Philip Lindsay as their running back. So why not add a receiver to that? Give your young quarterback some weapons to work with. And I feel like Justin Jefferson could add big potential to that offense.
Yeah, he got some great footage. A lot of people didn't think he was that fast. Ran a 4.46 in the 40-yard dash. So, I mean, that question's out of the water. He's a pretty speedy guy. All right, guys, that's it for this video today. Let us know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Do you think we had a player too high? Did you think we had a player too low? Did you think that we didn't have a player going? Do you disagree with your favorite team or a player that we have going to there?
Or do you agree with us?
Yeah, or do you agree with us as well? So let us know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like. It only takes 1 second to leave a like. Please, guys, it would really support me a lot. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe for more future videos in the future. And this is the Bird Alert signing out.
Deuces.
You guys have a good one.